By now, you know something that the majority of people may never realize. Your hesitation reflexes are not who you are. They're learned responses, and learned responses don't disappear on their own. They have to be retrained. We've talked about why understanding your life experiences didn't fix this, why your nervous system learned this hesitation, why time didn't heal it, and what actually retrains it safely. Which brings us to a very deep and pertinent question. Do you use your voice to change it rapidly and gently based on 20 years of science? Or do you adapt around this for the rest of your life and change your decisions and your actions into things that you don't truly want? Because those are the only two paths. If this pattern stays in place, it doesn't stay contained. It shows up as compounding stress and resentment for the things that you never voice, your needs that are minimized, relationships where you disappear, a life that looks fine from the outside but feels empty and unfulfilling on the inside. There's a book called The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying by Bronnie Ware, and it's based on her work caring for people at the end of their lives. And the number one biggest regret was, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself and not to what others expected of me. And we know that this is deeply rooted in this hesitation response, followed by, I wish I hadn't worked so hard, which is also part of the hesitation response, focusing attention elsewhere so that you don't have to shift anything in your body because it feels better to sometimes avoid rather than be reactivated. The third is, I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. These are people who swallow their truth to avoid conflict and keep peace and stay likable. But it's not about not being likable, it's about being in alignment with people who know how you feel authentically and they also feel that way. The fourth is, I wish I'd stayed in touch with my friends. These are real connections that were deprioritized, which we know again, when you speak authentically, you're able to create more connection in your life. And the fifth is, I wish I let myself be happier. Because many people realize too late that happiness comes from carrying out your most positive and authentic visions for yourself, which means no longer hesitating on things that you really want. And that means releasing old patterns that are keeping you in that stuck mode instead of stepping into a relaxed state of choice because you are not broken. Right now, hesitation is just doing its job and it's doing it really well because you are smart. And because you're smart, your body will adapt to what you retrain it into. This work is not for everyone, though. It is not for women who want validation without doing anything, or women who want to understand but not engage, those who are waiting to feel ready before acting, because we know by now that that's not how your system works. Readiness comes after repetition, not before. Resounding vocal revival is for women who are willing to practice daily, willing to work with their bodies and not against their bodies and against their biology, who are willing to stay present and retrain their voice instead of analyzing it. And that's it. Because no one is coming to give your voice back. No one is coming to stop that hesitation in your body. You're the only person who could do that for yourself. And your body is capable of relearning expression if you give it the conditions to do so. If you're ready to retrain your hesitation reflex, the one that's taking away from living fully, resounding vocal revival was made for you with love by someone who uncovered the fastest and safest method through 20 years of research. I've done it for myself. I can help you navigate the obstacles, and I've seen the extremely positive results with all of the women I've worked with. The link is below.